Hello, everyone. Good evening. If you can hear me, please let me see some yeses in the comments. I want to be sure that you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Please, can you guys hear me? Let me just confirm. I want to be sure everyone can. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Winning Fact says yes. You guys can hear me. Okay. It's really nice to be here with you guys. And I want to first of all start by saying welcome, and I'm joining from Nigeria. So, you can just drop your countries. I don't know what countries you guys are joining from. Just drop your country in the comment section. Okay, Winifag says he's joining from Nigeria. Okay, I don't know how many people we have on the live yet. Okay, it's just three of us on the live. Okay, others are joining, just sending notifications to the group, to the community to let them know that we are live. So you can also just let the people in the community know that we are live. So you can just go under any comments and drop that we are live. Okay, sorry if I can't pronounce your name, Sabor Mo. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but yes, I'm from South Africa. It's really nice to have you here. Wow, we have a lot of people from different countries. When I was looking at the forms, I saw a lot of guys joining from other countries. I saw so many countries I didn't even expect to see in the forms, and it's really nice to meet you guys. Okay, I can see. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce some of your names. I can see Mamuremi is from South Africa. It's really nice to have you. It's so nice to have you guys here. And in case you've not met, my name is Zara. Yes, I'm the Zara you guys are always seeing in the community, dropping updates. And I've been trading for quite some time, say about 5 years now. And I'm really excited to be helping you guys because at the end of the day, what we want at FX Lens is to make sure that everyone who uses FX Lens becomes a profitable trader. So we are doing everything we can, hosting these classes, giving signals, even with the AI tool, just to make sure that at the end of the day, you end up being profitable. All right, Brian, I can see you. Welcome, Brian from Kenya. It's nice to have you here. You can just let everyone in the community know that we are live. Yes, just let everyone in the community know that we are live. Let me just quickly give that update to the community. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen so that we can just. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but from Burundi, I see you guys from Burundi. I'm so sorry, I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name, but I see you. It's nice to have you. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my presentation up. Okay, so I'm trying to get my screen up, and then yeah, I will be all set to go. All right, so please just confirm in the comments if you can see my screen. I just need you guys to confirm for me if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just let me see some yes in the comments because I want to be sure that we're carrying everyone along. If you can see my screen, just let me just see some yes in the comments. I want to be sure everyone can see my screen. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Sino Gazi from South Africa. I can see. It's nice to have you. Oh, you guys can see my screen. Tabo said no. Okay, I can see no. I can see yes. I don't know. I want to see more of the comments. I can see some no's. I can see some yeses. But I want to know. I want if I see more no's, I know that okay, a lot more people can't see. But if I see more yeses, I know that you guys can see. So I'm seeing no's. I'm seeing yes. So I want to just see some other people. Can you guys see my screen? You can only see me. Oh, okay. You can only see me. Okay, you guys can't see my screen. Okay, just hold on. StreamYard is sharing. I don't get. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. But I'm currently sharing my screen. Okay, let me just get that done again. Okay, just hold on. Sorry, let me just try that one more time. Okay, share screen. How about now? Can anyone see my screen now? Can anyone see my screen now? I'm seeing so many no's. I can. Nope. Oh, okay. Please, I'm still with you guys, trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to see what's going on with the screen. I don't know why it's not showing. Is my screen visible now? Can anyone see my screen now? Please confirm if you can see my screen now so that we can just get started. Someone says you can only see my pretty face. Thank you. Thank you. Still can't see my screen. Oh my god. Okay, please hold on.
Hold on,
Okay.
please understand.
I believe it's on now. Okay, yes, it's finally fixed. Oh my god. I'm so sorry guys, it's finally fixed. It was a bit of technicalities. Yes, yes, everyone can see now. Thank you guys so much for the patience. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, so let's just get started quickly. Like I said before, my name is Zara, and I'm the person you guys have been seeing in the community, giving you updates. And like I said before, at FX Lens, our goal is to make sure that we produce a lot of profitable traders because we know how lonely and how difficult forex trading can be. And so we built FX Lens just to help simplify forex trading and also to build a community that you guys can interact with each other. So just to know that, oh, you're not alone in this trading journey. And that is why we are having this masterclass, which is the first of the sessions or of the series that we are going to be having to make sure that we help you achieve your trading goals. All right, so this masterclass is basically going to be like a guide to help you understand actually what it means to be a profitable trader. Because when you talk about trading, we can actually see that very few percentage of traders are profitable, right? We have at least say 3 or even less than 3% of traders are actually successful. Why is that? There are some reasons that makes it's kind of difficult, if I would say, to become successful at trading. And a lot of times, what a lot of traders think is what makes successful trading, it's actually not what makes a successful trader. And when you understand that what you think makes a successful trader is really not what it is, you're going to join the few elite traders who are constantly withdrawing profits from the market. Because trust me, we are all here to make money. We are not here to analyze the market. We're not here to analyze charts. Everyone in this forex market is out to make money, and that is what we are going to help you to do. So this particular training, who is it for? It's for beginners. If you're a beginner trader, this is for you. If you're an intermediate trader, this is for you. If even if you're an experienced trader, these sessions are for you. If you're trying to pass a prop firm account, this session is for you. And if you're a busy person that you go to work or you have another job and you don't have all the time in the world to sit and watch and trade, this session is for you, right? If you don't have all the hours every day to analyze your charts, this session is for you. So I also need you to understand one thing. I also need you to understand that you don't need to be taking more trades to become profitable. I know that this is one misconception a lot of traders have. A lot of traders say think that they need to take more trades to become profitable. Actually, the opposite is quite the case. A lot of times you actually need to take less trades. You hear a lot of people say that the lesser the number of trades you take, the more profitable you can be. And I couldn't agree less. That is absolutely the truth. You don't become a good trader or you don't become profitable by taking more trades. You become profitable by making better decisions in your trading, right? So if you've ever been in a situation where you entered your trade too early, or you risked too much, or you missed a great trading setup, or you're over trading, you're trading without a plan, you're revenge trading, any of those things, if you've ever suffered with any of those things, this session is for you. You're not alone, and I'm sure that so many traders are also experiencing this, so you're not alone. And one thing I need you to do right now is that I want you to turn off every form of distraction. If you have anything that is distracting you, please turn it off. If it's your phone, if it's your siblings, whatever it is that is distracting you right now, I need you to just turn it off. Okay? I believe everyone can see hear me. Please, if you can hear me, just drop some yes in the comments so I can be sure that you guys are with me and you guys can hear me. I just want to see some yes in the comments and I want to be sure that everyone can hear me. And I don't just want to be talking to myself. So if you can hear me, let me just see some yes in the comments. Or I can hear you, whatever. Some yeses or some I can hear you in the comments. Okay, great. Okay, great. Someone's asking if I'm going to share the link to this webinar at the end. We are gonna upload this webinar. It's gonna be available for you to always rewatch at any time you want. Yes, it's gonna be available. All right. So I'm glad that you guys can hear me. So, like I said, one thing I really want you to do is that I want you to turn off every distraction because you don't want to miss the information I am about to give you out here. Trust me, because I know that a lot of you have been watching lots of YouTube videos where they've been teaching you so many strategies, but a lot of times these mentors are not giving you the actual information that you need to become profitable. The information you need to become profitable, it's necessarily not all the strategies you're watching on YouTube. It's a system. You need a system that would help you to become profitable. And that is what I'm going to be showing you on this live. So make sure you turn off every distraction and make sure you stay till the end of this live, right? And I know that you're in this live because you want your trading results to look like what is on the screen right now, right? You want your trading results to look like blues, withdrawing profits. You want it to be, you don't want to be seeing all the red. You just want to make sure that you're seeing at least more of the blues. You know, they always say that you can't always win every trade, right? But you need your winning trades to be more than your losing trades, right? That is why you're on this call. If you're on this call, you want to be having more of winners than losers, right? And that is why you're here. A lot of you don't have results that look like this. Instead, you have some results that look like you're losing a lot of money, right? That is what your trading results look like. And that is why you join this live session today because you want to learn how to make consistent profits from the market. And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you. So if your trading results doesn't look like anything on the screen, you need to stay on this call because by the end of this call, you're going to have understood the system that you need to make you a profitable trader that is constantly withdrawing profits from the market, right? And some of you, this is exactly what your account looks like. You deposit money. You can see on my screen, there's a deposit of $500. And before you know what's happening, just one trade, the whole $500 is gone. And you just have $495 is already gone. And you just have very little amount left. This is the story of a lot of traders. This is how a lot of traders find themselves. So I'm sure that so many of you fall into this other bucket where you fund your account and before you bat an eye, the whole account is gone. That is why you're on this call. And trust me, don't worry, we are going to find a solution to your problem. This solution is not strategy. Trust me, you guys have learned all the strategies in this world. So the solution to this problem is not strategy, it is something else. And I need you to stay on this call to the end. So, what exactly is the problem? If strategy is not the problem, what exactly then is the problem? Why do only a small percentage of traders actually become consistently profitable? Right? Like I said before, strategy is never the problem because when you actually intrinsically look at trading, you actually noticed that almost every strategy is profitable. Support and resistance is profitable. SMC is profitable. ICT is profitable. Candlestick patterns, they are profitable. Most strategies are profitable. So the problem has never been the strategy. If your strategy has even as little as a 50% win rate, which most strategies have, you're most likely going to be profitable. Now, I want to jog your memory a little bit. I want you to think back to when you started Forex trading, right? Maybe it was a friend that introduced you to forex trading, or you saw something on TikTok about forex trading, or you saw a post on Instagram, or you saw a post on YouTube. You sure saw something around trading, or you saw some people living some really lavish lifestyles, and you're like, oh my god, what is going on? What are these guys doing? They are trading forex, and probably that was how you got to know about forex, and you probably thought in your mind, oh my god, if I also start this, my life is going to change, and I'm also going to start living like these other guys in a very, very short time. I'm sure that that is usually what attracts or makes people want to start trading forex, because a lot of times what brings us into forex is the lavish lifestyles we see forex traders living on Instagram or on social media, or sometimes might even just be scrolling or searching on YouTube how to make extra income, and then you come across forex trading. But then when you look at the, you see that you've been trading for 2 or 3 years, and you probably know a few people that started trading the same time around you, right? If you've been trading for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, for myself personally, I've been trading for 5 years now. And when I started trading, I think I knew about 10 people that started trading with me, right? I could count about 10 people. Even some of my friends knew that I was trading Forex, and they were interested because, of course, when you start trading, you're going to start making some little bucks. You're going to start having some beginner luck, make some quick bucks, and you're going to be really excited to share with your friends. So I shared with some of my friends, and they were interested. They were like, oh my God, this thing makes money because, okay, I'm just at home sitting, pressing my phone, and I can make $10, $20. Some of my friends were interested. But now, 3 years, 5 years, in my case, 5 years down the line, all those of my friends that started trading Forex are no longer here with me. I'm the only one trading Forex. Why? Some of them have deleted MT5, some of them have uninstalled TradingView, some of them have left the Telegram groups they belong to. Whenever you hear about Forex, some of them be like, please, please, please don't mention Forex to me. Some of them think that Forex is a scam. Some of them have blown their accounts. A lot of them have lost confidence. So I'm sure that if you have some people like that, let me just see you drop some yes. If you have some friends or you knew some people that started Forex the same time as you did, but right now they're nowhere to be found, let me just see you drop some yes in the comments, because I want to be sure that I'm not the only person that has this experience. I want to be sure that there's some other people that have friends that have the same experience with them. So if you let me just see some yes in the comments if you have some friends that also started Forex with you, but they are nowhere to be found right now. Let me just see some yes in the comments. If you can relate, let me just see guys say yes. Exactly, exactly. So you can see some of they've blown their accounts, they've lost confidence, and they just believe that forex is not a real thing anymore. Exactly. So we all have friends like that started trading with us, and right now they're nowhere to be found. So that is the case, and that is the story. So why exactly is it that some people start forex and then some people lose? Now at the same time, if you're at the same time, there could also be some other people that you know that started forex the same time as you, but right now they are actually living the forex life, right? Because a lot of times we always love to look at the negatives and we don't look at the positives, right? The same way you probably have some friends that have dropped out, or yeah, I'll use the word dropped out. Okay, the same way you have some friends that have dropped out, there are also some friends that you have that are actually now making it big in forex. If you have friends like that, let me just see you drop some yes in the comments. Some friends are already building businesses, they're already traveling, that are actually trading full time, and you're looking at them and you're thinking that, oh my god, am I ever going to get successful at this? Is it just is my own different? Like, if you have other friends like that, let me just also see some yes in the comments. Exactly. So there are some of your friends too that are also being consistent, that are also making money already from the forex market. Great. Now, since there are people that have already quit and there are people that are actually making money in the forex, now what is the problem? We are trading the same markets, we are trading the same charts, we are using the same brokers. Some people are even using the same indicators. So, what exactly is the problem? Why do some people have a different trading result and other people don't have that trading result? What is the problem exactly? Because there must be something. You can't tell me that we are looking at the same markets, we are looking at the same strategy. In fact, some of you even trade the same strategies, some of you even take the same trades. Because to be honest, some of us take the same trades. You're in the same Telegram group, they drop the same signals, and you're taking the same signal as someone, the person makes money from the signal and you don't. So, which means strategy is not the problem, like I said before. So, what exactly is the problem? Why do some people make it in trading and other people do not make it, right? Some people think that the problem is a secret strategy. Like I've said before, no, the problem is not a strategy. In fact, strategy is one of your least problems when it comes to trading. Yes, believe me, or you might not believe, but eventually you're going to find out and you're going to believe me. You're going to be like, oh my God, Zara said it one day that strategy has never been the problem in trading. Yes, strategy has never been the problem. What is then the problem? The problem is that some traders actually have built a system that makes money for them while other traders are chasing shortcuts. That is simply the difference. Because if I'm trading the same signals as you, if I'm trading the same market as you, if we are taking the same entries, we have the same exits, why are you making money and why am I not making money? You now need to understand that there is something more than just placing buy and sells on MT5 or MT4. So, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to just walk you guys back a little bit of my own story. I'm gonna I'm gonna take you guys a little bit back from my own story, and I hope you guys are with me. Please, if you're still with me and you can hear me, let me just drop some yes in the comments. I want to make sure I'm interacting with you guys, and I want to be sure that I'm not just speaking to myself and you guys are following me. And if I'm too fast, you can just let me know and I can slow down. But I just want to see some yes to know that you guys can hear me. Or you can just drop some ones, some twos, some numbers, some fire emojis, some heart emojis, some rocket emojis in the chat so that I can know that you guys can hear me. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, I can actually also see all the active people in this comment section. I can see all the active people, and there might be something for you for being active. I don't know, but there might be something for you at the end of this call. So yes, okay. So like I said before, I just want to quickly walk you guys back to my own story. So I came across forex trading in 2021. I had just finished university and I moved to Lagos, Nigeria from my hometown because I just wanted greener pastures, right? And when I came to Lagos, you can see from the pictures on the slides that the first picture you can actually see was the very first day that I came to Lagos. Yes, the very first picture you can see on my screen with my red hair was the very first day I came to Lagos. And the second picture you can see is what I was doing for work at the time. I was selling human hair, I was making wigs and all of that. But of course, after leaving school, I'm just really thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? What else am I going to do that is going to sustain my living till I just did not know what to do, honestly. And basically, I didn't want to do a 9 to 5 job. I've always not loved to do a 9 to 5 job. I did not want to do a 9 to 5 job. I started searching online, okay, how can I make money? What are other means I can make money? And somehow I came across forex trading. I came across forex trading through IML, which was a multi-level marketing, but at least it introduced me into forex trading. And after so many pains, this is me 2024, having learned the systems and the strategies that I'm about to show you guys. This is me now in 2024 or back 2020. This is way back as 2024 years. And you can see now I even was an ambassador for Tickmill at some point. The picture on the left is me as an ambassador having a session for Tickmill, and me on the right section, you can see I'm with some top traders. That's the Chess King. You can see Ref Wayne. You can see one of the FX goals, and the event was FME Forex Millionaire Expo, which is one of the biggest forex events that happen in Nigeria. In Africa as a whole, it's one of the biggest forex gathering of top forex traders in the In Africa, yes. So that's me anchoring one of their panel sessions and having conversations with other top forex traders in the industry. So this is for you to see that the system I actually want to show you works, because if it works for me, it can also work for you. So this is not just some theory that I want to share with you. It's something that actually works, something that took me from being just I don't want to downplay being a hair vendor, because it's actually quite a lucrative business. Like, they make a lot of money, and of course, I'm a lady, I love wigs, I wear wigs. Okay, yeah. So, but that's what took me from being a hair vendor to being a forex trader. Yeah. So also, I would love to walk you through someone else's journey. I'm gonna also walk you through Daniel's story. Now, Daniel is one of our lead mentors in as FX Lens, and back a few years back too, Daniel was not also trading forex, right? Daniel actually started out as a software engineer, and I don't know if you guys can exactly. Yeah, Brothers 5 5. Okay, I can't find the other name. It says fully in. Exactly. Yes, because you really, really need to be locked in, because if you're having any form of doubts in your mind, wondering, oh, does Forex even work? I want to assure you for one thing, it actually does work. Right? It does work. If it worked for me, if it worked for other people, it does work. Now, the next person you can actually see on my screen is Daniel. Daniel is our lead mentor at FX Lens, and you can see that actually on his screen you can see that he was coding, right? He started out as a software engineer, and along the line he found out about forex trading, because at the end of the day, forex trading is actually what would give you some level of freedom that you want. Software engineering, great career, making money in dollars, yes, but he also found out something else that makes much more money than forex trading, which than software engineering, which is forex trading. And after so much losses, because Daniel also had his own share, he also found a system that works, which is combine what we are going to be sharing with you guys today. And after so many years, or after some years, Daniel is now a successful trader, traveling to different countries. These are pictures of him in Rwanda. These are pictures of him in other countries. This is his current this is him traveling, yeah, basically traveling, living the life. This is his most recent trading setup, and yeah, Daniel is just living the life. Now, I need you guys to understand that if trading worked for me and worked for Daniel, and it has taken us from being just who we used to be to who we are now, which is quite there, because I'm sure that everyone has a picture of who they want themselves to be, right? And a lot of times that vision of who you picture yourself to be involves money. Let's not even lie. The picture or the version of who you want yourself to be, a lot of times it involves money. As much as people love to lie to themselves, it involves money, right? So this is Daniel now, and he's just living the life, making withdrawals. Everyone is happy. Forex is good. Life is good. So what I'm about to share with you is a system that took us from being just who we were to who we are currently right now. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so on my screen you can just see some trading withdrawals, which are just like because a lot of time people love to think that, oh, trading is not it's fine when you post trading results. Some people love to think that, oh, maybe it's not really real, but at sometimes you just want to show people the actual withdrawals, right? You want to show people the actual withdrawals. You want them to actually see that, okay, the actually withdrawals coming out from trading. So on my screen you can just see credit alerts of 1.2 million, which is naira, like nothing much, nothing crazy, but at least you can actually see that there are some trading results and there are some profits. And I'm sure that this is also what you want for your own trading. This is actually how you also want your own trading results to be, and that is why you're here today. And I just really want you to know that this is also achievable for you. You can also achieve these trading results. All right. Okay, so let's move on. What I'm about to share with you guys is a system that actually works and has been tested and proven by our traders. So I really need you guys to make sure that you stay until the end of this session so that you can see everything that I have to share with you. Okay, um I really think that the screen is lagging a bit. It's just taking some time to load. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it says active to the end, exactly, because I really want you to stay active. And at the end of this video, at the end of this live webinar, rather, there are going to be like some really, really, really good bonuses for people that are going to be here to the end of this webinar. So if you want to get those really, really nice bonuses, you need to be here, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the patience to be here to the end, then you just have a really long way to go when it comes to forex trading, because forex trading, first of all, is a game of patience. So if you don't have the patience to wait to the end of this life, I don't know. All right. So by the end of this webinar, I'll be showing you how you can build your own trading system from scratch. I'm going to show you how you can filter out the noise and focus exactly on what actually works, right? And I will show you how to focus on what works that actually make you profitable today. And lastly, you can stand a chance to win a one-on-one session with one of our mentors. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? You're going to actually have a chance to have like a 30 minutes to 1 hour session with one of our mentors. So if you're not going to be here to the end of this call, just know that you're already off the hook, or you're already off the path, or whatever is not for you. So if you want to be part of people that are going to win that, you have to stay till the end. Great, right? I can see some comments say we're not going anywhere, active to the end. Yes, exactly. That is what I want, right? So let's see if any of what I'm going to explain to you right now sounds familiar to you. Okay, so you wake up in the morning, you open the chart, you spend almost an hour analyzing the markets. Finally, after analyzing your markets, you place your trade, and immediately what happens? Price reverse, or reverses rather. Immediately you place your trade, you just analyze your charts, you wait for the trade, wait. Sometimes you have to wait for some trades for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes for days. You wait for this trade, and finally, when the trade plays out, imagine waiting for this trade for 3 to 5 hours, and in 5 minutes, the trade hits your stop loss. And immediately the trade hits your stop loss, it immediately turns and starts going to the direction you actually wanted it to go. How many people have experienced this? Exactly. Says it always happens to me. Good. It always happens to a lot of people. If you've experienced that, please let me just see some comments in the chat. If you've experienced this before, let me see you drop some comments in the chat. Exactly. If you see me looking down, I'm trying to see your comments. I'm looking at your comments because I want to make sure I'm communicating with you guys. So if you see me looking down at my phone, I'm looking at the comments because I just want to be sure that I'm communicating with you guys. Okay. Yes, someone says it always happens to me. Exactly. It always happens to a lot of people. You get in on a trade, and before you know what's happening, price reverses and it's now going to the direction that you want it to go, right? So the next time you don't wait, you're like, okay, since I waited for this trade, I was so patient to wait for this trade, and then immediately it got to my entry. What happened? It hit my stop loss. So the next time you have a trade setup, what you're now feeling is some kind of FOMO. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to wait so much. Let me just quickly scalp this market and just run away, because I think that is the mindset that a lot of people that just want to scalp the market come with, because you're like, if I'm waiting for the long trades, and then after waiting for the long trades, it doesn't take time, they hit my stop loss, so why not just scalp and take out whatever it is I can take out from the market immediately, right? I'm like, okay, let me just take the 1 minute, let me take the 5 minutes, and just quickly do what I want to do. Now that is what you resolve to do, and you do that. And when you do that, the next thing you see, the price also hits your stop loss. So you're now wondering, what is the right thing to do? Do I wait or do I not wait? What exactly am I supposed to do? If you experience this particular scenario I just painted, let me just see some yes in the comments. If you've experienced this particular situation or this scenario I just painted, let me just see some yes in the comments. If you experienced it, let me see you just drop some yes in the comments, because I want to be sure. I want to know that, okay, this is something that I personally I experienced it. I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you guys no. Personally, I experienced it for a really, really long time. At some point, I was like, are these brokers even watching me? Are they looking at me? Are they seeing where I place my stop loss? Like, what is going on? Why is that whenever I place my trade and before I know what's happening, it's already hitting my stop loss? Exactly. Exactly. So it happens to a lot of people. Now, trading is not stressful because the charts are difficult. Trading is actually one of the simplest things you can do. Trading is actually one of the simplest things you can do, because at the end of the day, you just need to react to what the market is doing, right? Trading is stressful because uncertainty is exhausting. Trading itself is not difficult. What makes trading difficult is the fact that you're uncertain of the outcome you're going to get from trading. Now, that is what exhausts a lot of people, because as human beings, we love control, right? We love control and we want to sure that we have control of everything. So we are trying everything within our power to make sure that we have control of what is happening. And that is now, I'm actually now giving you guys the system, right? Because a lot of times traders just sit and want to hear you teach them about technical analysis. But what I'm giving you now is the mindset behind trading, right? And if you are actually really attentive, you understand that this is actually what you need. So I really need you to pay rapt attention, right? Good. Now, like I was saying, the uncertainty that comes from trading is what makes it difficult. You're trying to control trading, and it is not possible, because what you just need to do is to react to what the market gives to you, and whatever outcome comes out from that is really not in your control, right? Then another scenario I also want to paint is, imagine a situation where you finally find what looks like the perfect setup, right? Let's see a situation where actually your perfect setup doesn't always come up, right? There's something we call A plus setups. We always don't have A plus setups. They come very, very sparingly, which is also one of the things that makes trading seem quite difficult, because it requires a lot of patience to actually wait for your actual trading setup. Your actual trading setup might not play out every day. It might play out maybe twice a week, three times a week, once a week, sometimes not at all a week. But because we want to constantly keep on trading, because if you're not trading, it feels like you're doing something wrong. When you're not trading, you feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, I'm not being productive, I'm not making money. That's what makes traders get stuck, right? So sometimes when you finally find that particular good setup that you're supposed to take, the next question that comes to your mind is now, how many lot size should I use? A lot of traders don't know how to position themselves properly for their trades, which is another place traders get stuck. First of all, you're having uncertainties on your thinking of how you can control the market, which you can't, right? Okay, let's even say sometimes you find what it was you're looking for. Now you don't know how to position yourself properly, because all you're after is money. You're chasing after the money. Yes, this, I know that this is quite a juxtaposition, because at the end of the day, we're in the forex market to make money, but you make money in forex by not chasing after money. I don't know if that makes sense. When you want to make money from forex, you make money from forex by not chasing after money. What you have to do, you just have to follow your systems, right? You have to follow your system. So you're now wondering, am I supposed to use 0.05? Am I supposed to use 0.1? Am I supposed to use 0.2? Am I supposed to use 0.5? These are the things you're thinking about why already in the middle of the trade. But the truth is that this is something you're supposed to have thought about even before getting into the trade. Before you get into a trade, you have to have already known the lot size you're supposed to use for your particular trades. You don't just analyze your market, you don't just analyze your charts and then you just, okay, now I'm buying euro USD, I'm buying gold. Okay, so what losses am I supposed to use? Okay, this is okay, I'm going to use 5. No, that is not how it works. You have to predetermine your risk. You have to actually ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose if this trade goes against me? A lot of time traders don't love to think about losses, but you should always think about your losses first. Always protect your capital first. Always ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose? Then when you determine within you how much you're going to lose in a trade, that is when you now decide the lot size you're going to use, not the other way around. A lot of traders love to do this the other way around, right? Now the trade, and a lot of times when you don't know the lot size you're supposed to use, you now use any random lot size, and when you use any random lot size, you don't even know how much you're losing, and if eventually that trade goes into loss, you now lose a very, very high percentage of your account, right? Let's say you have a $500 account and you're trading gold with a one standard lot size and 30 pips stop loss. Trust me, 30 is gonna wipe your account, because you don't even know what you're risking, right? You don't know what you're risking. Someone says, okay, sorry, let me just go through the comments. Hi, let me can assist. Exactly. Someone says that's risk management. Yes, that's risk management. Okay, Sunny, I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but we actually have slides on the screen, so you can just go through the slides and the recording for I really don't know. To be honest, we didn't really think about this, but we're gonna try as much as possible to see how we can make this recording available to you so that you can use it or watch it later at your own time. Okay. I'm so sorry, but right now you can just follow with the slides we have on the screen. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Okay, thank you guys that are helping us in the comments. Thank you. Okay, all right. So another scenario we also see is that when you win a trade, you somehow become really, really confident, and then you double down on your risk. This is another mistake I really see a lot of traders make. Like when you make some quick bucks, you think that, oh my god, I figured the market out, so I'm now the boss. So like, who is the boss now? I'm the boss. So you now think that I really don't like my 0.01 again. I'm gonna risk it all because I need to buy a Lambo latest my birthday next year. I need to shut down my birthday in Bali, and I need to get there with a first class ticket, and I need to get the finance results. And when I come back, I need to buy a 2026 Range Rover. So you're now like, my 0.01 is not going to do this for me. Of course, your 0.01 is not going to do that for you, but because you've had a couple of winnings, I'm like, let me risk it all. No risk, no Ferrari. So you just go in five standard lot size. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So you just go in with your five standard lot size, and guess what happens? Immediately you tap in that five standard lot size, that particular trade is a trade that you're going to lose. I really don't know why that thing happens that way, but I just know that the moment you go above your risk, that particular trade is the trade that is going to hit stop loss. And when that happens, you lose all the profits you've made. So let's say you've been trading with 0.05, and it has taken you about 2 months or 3 months to build that capital up to a certain amount. Let's say you started with $500, and you've been risking 0.05, and you've been able to grow the account to about $5,000, $7,000, and because you now think that you figure the market out, you now risk five standard lot size, and that one loss is going to wipe away all your profits. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced this. If you've experienced this, let me see some yes in the comments. If you've experienced this, let me see some yes in the comments. If you've experienced this, let me see some yes in the comments. So with this, you can see that it's not your strategy. You can see that it's not the strategy. Strategy, it's not the problem. The problem right here is not the strategy, because the same strategy made you grow your $500 to $5,000, right? But then with one loss, you wiped out. That was not the problem. The problem was with your risk management, right? Profitable traders don't gamble with their positions at all. As much as you see, I know that a lot of times you see all these profitable traders online. You see all the big boys, all the big forex boys, you see them risking 100, 10 lot size, 15, 20. Trust me, the account they are risking that amount of lot size on can carry that lot size. They don't they don't gamble with their risk management, right? They calculate their risk on every single trade. That is what you don't know. A lot of times we see people at their peak and we forget that they also had a story. They stayed somewhere. They said at a point where they were trading 0.01. They said at a point where they were trading 0.05. They said at a point where they were trading one standard lot size. But because you met them when they're trading 10 standards, and you think that, oh my god, this is a standard, this is how it is. No, that is not it. You're seeing someone risk five standard lot size. Probably the person is trading a 200k account, a 500k account. You don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole story. Actual profitable traders don't play with their risk management. Consistency is what builds a winning trade every single time. right? Consistency is what builds a winning trade every single time. And you don't build consistency by winning every trade. No, you win or you become a better trader by surviving the losses that you make. I always tell people, think about your losses first before you think about your profits. Always think about your losses first. I don't know. I really, really need this, and I really need to drum this into your head as a forex trader. Think about your losses first before you think about your profits. Before you get into a trade, ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose on this particular trade? If this trade goes against me, how much am I going to lose? Right? When you know how much you're going to lose, then you position yourself for how much you stand to make, and that is simply what risk to reward is. It's called risk to reward for a reason. You have to think about the risk before the reward. The people that coined that name, they were not stupid. They actually were wise when they coined that name, right? So you actually really, really, really need to think about that properly before you get into any trade. Don't let what you see on social media push you to go against your risk, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna paint another scenario that I really think that every trader has gone through at one point in their life, because trust me, every scenario I painted, they're not like some hypotheses I had in my mind or something. No, there are things that I personally experienced too that made me build these systems, actually give it out to you guys to help you, because like I said, the whole point of this is to help you become a profitable trader. So this next scenario I'm going to paint, I'm sure that some of you have experienced it too, right? So on Monday morning, you tell yourself, this week I'm entering, I'm going to follow my trading rules. In fact, you write them down in your trading journal. In fact, you write them down on your screen. You write them down on your trading view. Okay, this week I'm gonna risk just 1%. I'm gonna follow my trading plan. I'm going to trade. Like, you just write all those sweet things. Write them down to yourself that you're going to do every single thing you have. I'm not going to revenge trade. I'm not going to over trade. I'm not going to trade a trade that is not my A plus trade setup. You just give yourself all those sweet rules, right? Then on Monday, everything is fine. Everything is calm, chill. Yeah, you follow your rules on Monday. But on Tuesday, let's say on Monday, you didn't have any trade set up on Monday because, of course, you're following your rules, right? Then on Tuesday, you take one trade that you're not supposed to take. Because of course on Monday you didn't take any trade. Now on Tuesday you're like, oh my god, I didn't take a trade on Monday. I'm also not going to take a trade on Tuesday. What am I doing? After Tuesday, I have just 3 days left to go. So am I not going to trade? So you take one extra trade that you're not supposed to take. Now you've broken your first rule. Because of course you told yourself on Monday, I'm not going to take any unnecessary trade. But right now on Tuesday, you're already taking a trade that you were not supposed to take, right? Then the next day on Wednesday, on Thursday, you start increasing your lot sizes, because on Monday you didn't take any trade. Tuesday, you took a trade you're not supposed to take that didn't go well. Wednesday, you revenge traded or you did something else that you're not supposed to do. Now, this is Thursday. You're already increasing your lot size because you've made so much losses from Monday to Wednesday. On Thursday, no, you can't let the markets win. So you have to increase your lot size because you have to make back all the money you lost from Monday to Wednesday. So on Thursday, you risk it all. After all, it's the weekend. Go hard or go home. If you've experienced this, let me see in the comments. If you've experienced this, let me see yes in the comments. Then on Friday, you look back on Friday and you're like, oh my god, I actually broke all my trading rules. I actually broke all my rules. On Friday, it's when you realize that, oh my god, I fucked up. I've broken all my rules. If you've experienced that, let me see yes in the comments. If you've done that, this scenario, I did it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a saint. I did it, so I'm gonna admit first that I did it. So if you're also, if you also did this, or if you also still currently do this, let me just see some yes in the comments. Exactly. Some people are being really honest. I love honest people. Yes, exactly. Because when you speak your truth, that's when salvation comes to you. Thank you very much. Yes. So now, this is the truth. A lot of traders don't fail because they lack motivation. Trust me, motivation, if I think forex traders are the most motivated people on earth. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but I really, really think that forex traders are the most motivated people we have, because it takes a lot of strength to keep on losing every day, like to keep on facing losses every day, and you still keep on coming back to that thing that just keeps hurting you, because losses actually hurts, right? It takes a lot of courage to be losing every single day, and you're also coming back to those charts every single day, right? So motivation is not the problem forex traders have. No, it's not motivation. A lot of forex traders actually fail because they lack structure, and without structure, discipline fades away. I know some of you might have heard this so many times. If you don't have structure, discipline is not going to last. Your discipline is not going to last if you don't have structure, because your structure is like a system that puts things in place for you, so that even when you don't feel like, even when you're tired, right, your structure is what keeps you accountable. Your system is what keeps you accountable. So win or lose, rinse and repeat. That is just what you do. That is what a structure does for you, and that is what a lot of traders need. A lot of traders don't need more strategies. A lot of traders don't need more mentors. What you just need is to build a system around your trading, and then be disciplined enough to just follow your system. Now, this is one thing that can completely transform your trading. Build a system around your trading. If you want to get successful at anything, not just trading in life generally, you need to build a system around it. Successful traders build systems so they don't have to rely on their willpower alone. Because trust me, your emotions and your willpower can fail you. There's some days you wake up and you don't feel like doing anything. That is the honest truth about life. There's some days you wake up and you feel like, oh my god, I don't feel like trading today. I don't feel like following my risk management. I just really I'm looking at other traders. Looks like they are being more successful than I am. How long am I going to be trading 0.01? But if you have a system that keeps you accountable, it's easy for you to just do what you're supposed to do. That is why your structure and your system is really, really, really important, right? Now, the systems I'm going to show you guys, they fall into four categories. Now, we've been talking about this and all the things that leads us to this point. Now, we've gotten to the point where we're actually talking about these systems, because I've been mentioning systems. Now, what exactly are these systems? Remember, I said just make sure that you stay to the end of this call. If you're patient enough to stay to the end of this call, that is when you're going to get something out of it, right? So, what are these systems? The first one is your analysis. The second one is your risk management. The third one is your planning, and the last one is your execution, right? So, this you need to have this four bucket. You need to have your systems in these four buckets. You need to have a system for your analysis, you need to have a system for your risk management, you need to have a system for your planning and your execution. If you miss one of them, it's going to mess up your entire trading. That is why a lot of times some traders love to think or ask questions like, oh, what is the most important part of trading? Is it my strategy? Is it my risk management? Is it my psychology? No, no one part of trading is more important than the other part of trading, right? No one part of trading is more important. All parts of trading are as important as the other parts of trading, right? Because if you miss one of them, it fucks up your entire trading, right? So let's look at your market analysis. Every single trade begins with one simple question: what is the market trying to do? That is literally what we are trying to find out when it comes to forex trading. You want to find out, what is the market trying to do? Is the market trying to go up, or is it trying to come down? Come down. That is simply what we are trying to do here. There's no rocket science. You're just trying to decipher, is the market about to go up or is it about to come down? If it's about to go up, I look for buying opportunities. If it's about to come down, I look for selling opportunities. Point blank simple. That is all we are doing here, right? Then I also want to jog your memory a little bit. I want to take you back to the last chart you analyzed. Okay, so sometimes if you check the last time you analyze a chart, you might probably you go between time frames is 3 to 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, because you're all these things you're doing is in a bid to know what the market is doing, right? You draw your trend lines, you delete them, sometimes you draw them again, enjoy your training because you're just trying to know what is the market trying to do, right? The next thing you do, you call your friends or you go back to the YouTube channel that you learned how to trade from your favorite mentor. You're trying to ask questions, you're trying to look at Twitter, you're looking at Telegram channels, you're checking, oh my, okay, what are they saying on okay, I want to buy real USD. What are they saying on the Telegram channel? Okay, they're also buying. Okay, good, I'm safe. You're trying to just know what the market is doing, right? Because that is the end goal of what we are doing here. We're trying to know what the market is doing. Now, the one of the most difficult things for forex traders to do is to trust their own analysis. A lot of traders find it difficult to trust their own analysis because they don't believe that what they have analyzed is correct. So they're looking for all these extra opinions, and that's why sometimes you see that you have your own trading analysis. Your market says you should buy, and then you go on Telegram, your mentor says sell, and then because your mentor said sell, you think that your mentor is a better trader than you, and you abandon your buy and you sell because your mentor said sell, which is absolutely wrong, right? So at the end of the day, a lot of traders are just looking for extra confirmations that will help them to agree that the market is about to do what they are trying to do, just to make sure that they are correct. Now, imagine before placing a trade, if you could actually get a second opinion, right? Not from another trader, but from an AI trained market structure, right? An AI that is trained to help you to understand market structure, right? So because you're trying to get validations, right? You're trying to get validations from other traders to be sure that okay, the market is actually doing what I want it to do, right? So instead of asking so many random people that have different opinions, because everyone has different opinions, people see the market differently, right? So instead of asking random people what they think about the market, what if you have an assistant, an AI assistant that actually helps you to actually know what the market is doing? Now, let's take a quick look at what we have on the screen, right? On my screen you can see that currently there is a sell setup I'm currently looking at the screen, right? Trying a sell setup that is about to happen, right? And if you actually have a system that tells you, okay, right, you have a sell, right? Okay, now try to confirm if what you have is actually what the market is doing, right? So you take a screenshot and then you upload on Fxlens, and Fxlens confirms to you that yes, the market is actually about to sell. How will you feel? I want to see some comments in the chat. So if you had a sell bias, right, and you take a screenshot and put on Fxlens, and Fxlens actually confirms to you that yes, the market is actually going to sell now. Are you going to be more confident to take your trade, or are you going to be less confident? I want to see your replies in the chat. I want to see your replies. If you have something that can actually confirm to you that what you're about to do is what the market actually is about to do, I want to know if you're going to be more confident or if you're going to be less confident. Let me see your replies in the comments. Exactly. Says I'll be more confident. Exactly. And that is exactly what FX Lens does, right? So you simply take a screenshot of your chart, okay, upload it on FS Lens, and you're going to receive a structured breakdown of the market within minutes. Exactly. It says everywhere don't soft be that. Exactly. That is simply what it is. And that is what FX Lens does. So it's not a lot of times people love to think that AI is replacing human beings and stuff. No. AI can only help you to do what you already know how to do. They serve as assistants, right? So if you take a trade, if you have a trade set up and your AI assistant helps you to confirm what you're about to do, it makes it all better for you. Okay. All right. So let's talk about risk management. Now, there's a very, very uncomfortable question that traders don't love to answer, and that is question about risk management. Traders love to avoid it because a lot of times it comes with some level of shame because it makes you look like you're undisciplined. But if you're being honest, there has been a time in your life where you lost more money than you plan to lose in your trading. Let's say you plan to risk or you plan to risk $10, $20, $100 on a particular trade, right? But because of some factors, right, maybe you didn't know how to position properly or even traded or something like that, right, you ended up losing more money than you planned to lose. If you've ever experienced that, let me also see you in the comments if you've experienced that. Let me see you in the comments. Let me see in the comments, right? Or maybe you know exactly where you should put your stop loss, but then somehow you increase your lot size. I'm sure we have already established this, that a lot of traders experience this. Yes, a lot of traders experience this. You know that you're supposed to use like maybe one standard lot size, but because you have something you want to do, you want to use five standard lot size, and then before you know what's happening, the trade goes against you and you lose more than the amount you're supposed to lose. A lot of traders experience this, right? Now, like I told you guys before, exactly, it says yes. Yeah, a lot of traders experience these things. Yeah, I can see your comments. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I can see all your comments. Exactly. So this is really, really another thing that forex traders struggle. Remember, I told you guys that you build your systems in buckets, right? The first has to do with your analysis, the second has to do with your risk management. Like I told you guys before, profitable traders don't ask themselves how much they can make. No, that is not the first question you should ask yourself as a forex trader. Always ask yourself, how much can I afford to lose on this particular trade? You really, really, really need to shift your perspective when it comes to forex trading. You actually need to shift your perspective. If you keep all your focus on money, if you keep all your focus on money, you're going to have a really, really, really hard time trading, because you're going to do everything within your power to make sure that you make that money. And that is the problem with chasing after money. That is why you need your system. So what you're chasing after should be your system and not money. Every single trade you take should have a correct position, right? You should have a correct position size. You should always stick to your position sizing, right? You should not base your position sizing on your emotions. Don't think you don't position yourself in your on trading based on what you want to buy or what you want to use money to do. Because sometimes there's this thing traders do, that they think, okay, I need to pay my rent, so I need to like really, really go heavy on my risk management, right? You don't do that. You don't base your risk management on your confidence. This is another mistake a lot of traders make. Because you think that you've made money a couple of times, you now think that, okay, I'm now good at this. Past results does not guarantee future profits in forex trading. Past results, they don't guarantee future profits in trading. You can be making profits back to back for a month, 2 months, and the third month, you're going to experience the kind of losses you've not experienced before. That is just nature of trading, right? So you base your risk management on pure mathematics. Have it in your system. This is what my risk management is. So it doesn't matter whether I'm making good results, whether I'm making bad results, I'm going to focus on this risk management I have. And that is also why inside of Fxlens we have a risk position size calculator. Because one thing too, I noticed that a lot of traders don't know how to calculate their position sizes correctly. So instead of doing it manually, we've created a position size calculator inside of Fxlens. So all you just need to do is to impute your it just choose the asset you're trading, because the way you calculate position sizes is different across different pairs. That's also another thing you really need to understand. You calculate your position size differently across pairs, and FXNs has been optimized, especially for gold. I know a lot of traders trade gold. It has been optimized properly for every single pair that you're trading. So all you need to do is to enter your account balance, the percentage you're willing to risk, your entry and your stop loss, and Fxlens automatically calculates exactly how much you're going to lose and how much you're going to make if you use the position size calculator inside of Fxlens, right? So this helps you to make sure that you are constantly taking the right positions when you're trading. You're not over trading, you're not revenge trading, you're just taking the right positions. Now, there's another thing I really want you guys to think about. Currently, we are having the World Cup, right? Now, imagine where the players from maybe Ronaldo's team, I don't know, what's Ronaldo's team? Portugal, right? They come to play the World Cup. They didn't train, they don't have any tactics, they don't have any formations, they don't have defenders, they don't have everybody just walk into the pitch and play however you want, right? If a football team is organized that way, how do you think the performance of that team is going to be? It's not going to make sense. because there are no specified roles. Nobody is like, okay, these are the defenders, these are the attackers, these are the midfielders, this is the goalkeeper. No, nothing like that. Everyone just do whatever you like. It sounds funny, right? But why is it that a lot of traders do that when it comes to forex trading? Why? It sounds really, really ridiculous, but a lot of traders do this same thing every single day. Traders really think that you guys need to understand that trading is an actual business. Like, you need to understand that trading is an actual business. The way you plan your profits and your loss for your other businesses, the way you strategize for your other businesses. For instance, if you have other businesses you do, I don't know, let's say okay, let me say for instance, when I was a hair vendor, right? When I was selling hair, I'm not gonna carry my hair and go to places where there are only men. Like, what am I going to do there? They don't buy this. My target audience, they are women. So you have to strategize properly, right? So if you're not going to make that mistake with your other things, why do you think you can do that in forex trading? Why do you think that you can just wake up in the morning and open your charts and then you just decide what to do randomly? Why do you think you can do that? You just wake up, open your chart, you don't have a trading plan, you don't have what you're looking out for, nothing like that. You just wake up and decide, oh, I'm just going to start trading. Okay, what are you looking for? What are the criteria or the things, or what are the criteria that you expect to be fulfilled before you take a buy position? What are the criteria you expect to be filled before you take a sell position? You need to have the thing. You don't just look at candlesticks and you're thinking, okay, these candlesticks are moving up. So since these candlesticks are moving up, it means that I'm going to buy. Or you say these candlesticks are moving down, so it means I'm going to sell. Why do you think you can do that? No, that is not how it works. You should have a system that tells you that, okay, A plus B should equal C. Okay, when I see this and this, it means I should buy. When I see this and this, it means that I should sell. That is what it means to have a system around trading. That is why you need a trading plan. Now, every trader needs to decide what they need to see before getting into every market, right? If you trade price action, you need to know that, okay, I need to see bearish reversal patterns, I need to see bearish candlestick patterns, I need to see bearish rejection signs, I need to see a trend line running from the top down. And when I see these things, I know that, okay, it's time for me to sell. If you don't see any of these signs, even if the candlesticks are going down, you should not be selling. That is simply what it is. And that is why every trader needs a trading plan. Remember, I told you guys that you build your systems in buckets. We talked about analysis, we talked about risk management. Now we're talking about the next bucket, which is your trading plan. Every single trader needs a trading plan. You should have a clear framework that answers a couple of questions for you. Okay, you should know, what are you trading? What do I trade, right? When do I trade? What confirms my entry? When do I stay out? A lot of you don't have these things. Some of you trade every single thing. Today you're trading Euro USD, tomorrow you're trading GBP USD, next tomorrow you're trading XA USD, the other day you're trading US oil, the other day you're trading Bitcoin. No, you should actually have things you trade personally as a trader. You should have sessions that you trade. That's why it takes a lot of study. Okay, these pairs that I'm trading, what times do they move best? What sessions do they move best? You need to understand these things, put them into your trading plan, right? You need to know when to stay away from the market. You need to know when not trading is also a trading strategy. I know that you guys have heard it a lot, but not trading is also a trading strategy, right? Know when to stay away from the market. You mustn't take every single trade. Like, candlesticks move 24 hours of the day. There is no way you're going to catch all the moves that the candlesticks are making. So you should know when to stay away from the market, right? And that is why also inside FX Lens, we have a trading plan builder inside FX Lens where you can build your own trading plan. So you see that everything you need is put together inside Fxlens. It has what shows you what your analysis should be like and tells you what your risk management should be like, and also your trading plan. Right? You build your trading plan, put it inside of Fxlens. Okay, now this is what I look out for. If the market, if I'm what I do, you just specify. Okay, this is my strategy. This is how I trade. These are things I look out for. and you build them up like that. And when the AI is helping you with your analysis, it's taking into consideration your trading plan. You see how it is personalized for you, right? So another thing you also look at is your execution. Sometimes you open trading view and then you're wondering, what am I even looking at today? Some of you just open the charts and, like I said before, you don't even know what you're looking out for. You don't know what you just don't know what you're looking out for. You don't know if you're buying. All you're just expecting is, okay, if the candles move up, I'm gonna buy. If the candles move down, I'm going to sell. That's just what you're expecting. No, right? You should have something you're looking out for. Or something else I really see is that a lot of times some people don't even have the time to sit and trade, right? You go out, you're going to work, or sometimes you just go to work, and then by the time you come back, you discover that, okay, the trade setup I've been waiting for has already played out without me. Because quite frankly, that happens too, right? There's sometimes that you go to work, you get really busy. For people that are not full-time traders, and by the time they are back from work, or by the time you get busy and before you know what's happening, your trade setup has left you, right? Because the market doesn't wait for anybody. The market keeps moving, whether you're active or whether. That's why when we give signals, we always tell you, if you're active in the community, you will know that whenever we give signals in the community, we always tell you stay active, because we want you to follow up on the instructions that we give, because the market is always active. It's not waiting. Every single second counts in the market, right? Market opportunities are not waiting for anybody. So even if you have your analysis done, right, and you're not there to take the trade, when it comes there, it's not going to wait for you. The market is going to move whether you're watching or whether you are not watching, right? The market is always going to do what it is going to do. And that is also why we have daily signals, because we understand that there are people that get really, really busy and they don't have time to spend to analyze the markets, analyze the charts, and all of those things. So we are here, like we are here to help you find trading opportunities, right? That are designed to help and support your trading, even if you don't have the time, right? Our FXNS apps provide daily signals which are designed to support you and help you with your own analysis, not replace your own analysis, right? So these are things that you can actually get done with FXLens. So you can see how FXLens actually helps you with your trading systems. It helps you to actually build this system so that you're not struggling every day trying to like pick them up from scratch by yourself. They are all embedded into FXLens, right? So imagine a scenario where in the morning you wake up, you check the day signals, right? You check the day signals, you upload your charts, AI analysis helps you to review the market, you calculate your position size, your risk is under control, everything just works exactly how you want it to be, and you check it against your trading plan, and everything fits perfectly. Everything just fits perfectly. Are you guys hearing me? Say, sorry, I've just been really, really speaking, but if you can hear me, please drop some yes in the comments. Let me be sure that you guys are still with me and you can still hear me loud and clear. If you can still hear me, please let me just see some yes in the comments so I can know that we are still in sync and we are still in flow. Okay. All right, great. All right. So yeah, imagine a situation where you wake up everything and everything you plan, everything in checks. You see that your trade analysis, everything it's fitted into your trading plan. And then what's next thing you're supposed to do? So if everything fits in, you execute. And if everything doesn't fit in, you just stay back and wait, right? Because that is simply all you do in trading. You mark out the things you're supposed to do. If it fits, you take your trade. If it doesn't fit in, you wait. Now this is what consistency looks like. Consistency is not magic, is not luck. It's actually a repeated process that is built, right? Consistency in forex trading is built. It doesn't come by magic. You build it step by step, starting from your analysis to your risk management to your trading plan. Everything you build it step by step. A lot of traders keep searching for new strategies, searching for better systems, just keep searching, just keep searching for more and more and more and more things. And the truth is that trading is just as simple as I have broken it down for you to see. And now I really just don't want you to like take my word for it, right? Or just take our word for it, right? I also want you to see what other traders that have used FXLens app have to say about the app, right? So that guy says, my G, you're doing you're the goat. Okay, I like the way you take care of your clients. Please keep it that way, right? Because when we give signals to our traders, we don't just leave them, because we understand that a lot of times when signal providers give signals, they just give signals and then let the traders handle it anyhow they want. No, we don't do that. We actually follow up on the trades, letting you know how to manage your trades to make sure that you make profits out of it at the end of the day, right? So you can go through our review, even on Apple Store, on Play Store, you can just really see all the reviews that people keep dropping. So I just really need to understand that the secret system profitable traders use to stay consistent and profitable, if you had that secret system, what is it going to be worth to you, right? You've seen everything that you need to be a successful trader in one place. What is it going to be worth to you? For me personally, I find something like this priceless, right? If you have a system that has every single thing that you need in one place, right, that is going to take you from where you are to where you want to go, I just really, really find it priceless. Like, there's really, because if there's something that you need to do right now, and in the next 3 months, in the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you're going to stop losing back to back to back and start making constant profits. If I find something like that, honestly, it's really, really priceless to me, right? So the market isn't going to get easier. Okay, the traders are succeeding every day. Let me just let you know that. As much as you think that traders are not making money or the market is hard, people are actually making money from trading. And the ones that are making money from trading are the ones that are using better tools and better systems. And the question is, are you going to be among the people that are going to make better decisions, build better systems for your trading, right? And now to just go a little bit over everything I said to you, the FX lens, this is what it gives you. It gives you an AI system that helps you to confirm your bias. Like I told you before, AIs are not built to be your whole thinking. That they're not built to think for you, right? They're just tools that will help you, right? So first thing you're going to get is that this AI tool is going to help confirm your bias, right? It has a built-in position size calculator that helps you know exactly how much you're risking, right? In fact, when you actually take your analysis with um when you actually take your analysis with FX lens, it actually tells you how to position for your trades. Yes, it does that for you, right? And thirdly, it has a built-in trading plan that helps you confirm if the trade you're about to take follows your trading rules, right? Fourth, you're going to have daily signals that will help you make money. Even on the days when you're too busy to look at the charts, you know that okay, there are people that are working that are giving you signals. All you just need to do is to just stay active, and then you get the trade like this, and then you make money, right? And then we also have a community of over 100,000 traders who have the same trading goals and objectives as you. We have hundreds of thousands of traders that are also trying to achieve the same goal. And of course, you know that where you have like-minded people, the chances are really high that you're going to be more motivated to do what you want to do. Now, there's even a better news, right? Remember, I said for those that are going to stay to the end of this call, there is something at the end of this call for them, right? So, because you stay to the end of this call, you're going to be getting FX Lens as a 25% discount just for 24 hours. Sorry, it's for the next 24 hours. I don't know who put 48 hours here. Please, it's for the next 24 hours, right? If you're going to be getting FX Lens in the next 24 hours, you're going to be getting a 25% discount. And that is just because you've been here till this point, right? And this QR code on my screen, you can just quickly scan the QR code on my screen for iOS users, right? Just scan the QR code and automatically it's going to apply your 25% discount, or you can just use the link on my screen to apply for the 25% discount, which is available for just 24 hours, right? Like I said, I have so many things for people that are going to be on this call till the end. So the discount is not all that I have for you guys. The first five people that are going to sign up after this call are going to get a one-on-one session with one of our lead mentors. We are going to help you craft your own trading system. So you're going to get 25% discount, and you're going to have a 30 minutes to 1 hour call, one-on-one Zoom call, you alone and a trading mentor, to help you craft your own trading system. And this is available for just the first 5 people. So once the first 5 people are done, we are done with that, right? So all you just need to do is quickly scan the QR code on my screen for iOS users to get it. And then for Android users, it is automatically applied for Android users for the next 24 hours. So if you are an Android user, all you just need to do is to go to the app, subscribe, and automatically it applies the 25% discount. But for iOS users, please scan the QR code on my screen or use the link below to sign up, right? As always, don't just take my word for it. These are some reviews from some of our subscribers shared profitable update on Signal. Someone had he even sent us an email. He said, "I'd love to say a big thank you for making trading less stressful for some of us. You took your time to create an AI tool that helps those who cannot meet up. I might be losing pro I might be losing profits due to over trading. That's not your fault, but my fault exactly, because we talked about the fact that you also have to manage your risk. Now, what this guy needs to do is just sign up 25%, sign up, get 25% discount, and then have a one-on-one session with our mentor, and then we're going to tell you exactly how you're going to craft your trading system. We're going to look at your account balance. We're going to tell you, okay, this is how you're going to risk it, this is how you're going to position, these are things you're supposed to look out for, right? He says, thanks for providing 90% signal accuracy, much appreciated and much love, all the way from Delta State. So you just don't have to take our word for it. You just have to look at what other subscribers are saying. So, like I said before, just scan the QR code on my screen for iOS users, as Apple users, to get 25% off, right? And also for the first 5 people, you stand a chance to get a one-on-one session with one of our lead mentors, and we're going to help you craft your own system, right? So that is really all for, and I just really hope that you guys had you learned something from this. So if you know that you actually really learned something from this, please, I need you to go to the community and let the community know that you actually learned something from this system. Like I told you guys, this is not something, this is where I'm not trying to tell you, okay, this is, you're going to buy support resist. No, you've heard a lot of that. You heard a lot of that. You actually need practical systems, and that is why we have organized this masterclass. And subsequently, we're going to be having more of that. We are also actually going to have more of the technicals, right? Because yes, it's also important to some extent, but we understand that this system is actually what is of more priority, right? So whatever strategy you're already trading, I'm sure it works. All you just need to do is to incorporate these systems that we've taught you now into your strategy. Whatever strategy it is you've been trading, incorporate this system into it. And if you practice this for the next 3 months, trust me, you're going to come out really, really profitable in the next 3 months. And yeah, I'm really, really happy, and we've come to the end of this. Okay. All right. So if you just have any quick questions, but we'll be able to take like 2 questions. So if you have any questions about 2 questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll just quickly answer them and we'll call it a night. Yeah, say thank you. I've learned something. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. My homies, brothers, thank you. You're welcome. He said he's learned something. That's really, really nice. So if there are questions, you can just drop 2 of them and I'll be able to answer the questions. Okay, I can't see any questions. All right. In the absence of questions, we are going to have to call it a night. And I'm going to have to say thank you to everyone that joined these live sessions. And I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye, everyone.